Diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
I'm Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me LJ Wesneski, who's a tight end, sometimes a fullback, out of University at Albany. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you describe to our viewers just a little bit about your overall career?
So I went to Wyoming Valley West High School in Pennsylvania. I started getting offers end of my junior year, and took my senior year just to focus on the season and being my last year and all. And after the season was over, I took an official visit to the University at Albany and just instantly fell in love with it. It had that home feeling, which is exactly what I was looking for. So I committed on the last day of my visit, and been up there ever since. Played since my redshirt freshman year. Those first 2 years, my redshirt freshman year and sophomore year, weren't the best. We didn't really do too well, record wise and team wise. And last year was a good season for not only myself but for our team in general. Ended up taking second in conference in the CAA, making it to the second round of the playoffs, and it's just set us up for success and to hopefully continue that momentum.
Cool. I mean, again, like you said, I mean, you really had a great season this past year, and hopefully it can build on that moving forward. LJ, I have you in my notes. Almost 6'3", at least 260 pounds. So very stocky kind of guy there. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are really also putting you in their fullback lists, because just being that kind of stocky character a little bit. Talk to me maybe about, I don't know, who are you on the football field? Are you a tight end? Are you a fullback? What's your role? What is your role on the football field?
I'm kind of everywhere, honestly. I play the traditional Y tight end spot, but I also play a lot of H. I could be as a off the ball tight end, as a wing. I could be in the fullback spot. I've been split out as a wide receiver and a slot. It really just depends on the type of play that we want to run and put guys in the right positions to give us the most success. So being that there's a lot of emphasis put on the tight end spot involved in our offense. We have a lot of responsibilities, so it's just I honestly would probably consider myself a Y or an H, but I've been everywhere on the offensive side of the ball.
Great. And what about your special teams experience? Can you kind of wrap that up for me? Like, what have you been doing? Like, I don't know, kickoff, punts. I mean, what are you doing when it's special teams time?
So I am our starting personal protector on punt, and I am also our starting middle up back on kick return. So it's good experience. I've played some wing for our extra point, and field goal team and stuff. But special teams is always a good time. Being back at the middle up back spot, I've been blessed with a couple short kicks and been able to have a couple of returns and everything like that. So special teams is fun. I enjoy it a lot.
Great. I mean, it always sounds great to give the big man the ball there, when we're like on kickoffs or something. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot that's going on for you and your responsibilities there. What do you believe is the best part of your game? What's the best thing you bring to the table?
I believe it's my versatility, the fact that I am able to play multiple spots on the field, from a traditional, Y to an H to a fullback to a slot. I think that is definitely one of my strong suits. I can play anywhere on the field. I have a lot of knowledge and skill set to be put in those different spots on the field to ultimately give our offense success. So I think that's definitely one of my strong suits.
And I was going to ask you, what have you been working on this particular off season? Obviously everyone's situation is different. I don't know if you had any spring ball at all.
Mm.
Talk to me about that, and maybe how you're just trying to improve your game in order to take it to the next level.
So I've been, in the weight room, running the basic essentials for any athlete. But then also I've gotten together with former teammates from high school and guys that play on other teams. We've gotten together and hit some, more football oriented workouts with, route running, footwork, stuff like that. The one thing that I've been trying to focus on that I've hit in these workouts is my blocking technique, whether it's hand placement or footwork with steps. I feel like that is one of the more things that I need to make sure is more consistent, because when I do my footwork properly, I have a lot of success on my blocks, as opposed to if I don't do my footwork the best, then I'm kind of in a dogfight, and it makes just life a lot harder than it needs to be.
Great. So it's kind of funny you said dogfight. You're among the Great Danes. You were talking to me also about how that tight end room is basically nicknamed the Mutts.
Yes.
Funny. I love that, man. Almost in a way, I feel like that would be a great, name for an actual college. So I don't know. Maybe if you change your name somewhere down the line. Tell me about maybe a memorable play or moment throughout your career that maybe really sticks out. Maybe something that you tell everybody, or something that really highlights you as an athlete. So talk to me about a play.
The play that comes to mind would be my touchdown last year against Lafayette. We were in the red zone, and it was the touchdown that I had to work for. I broke about 3-4 tackles to get in the end zone and break the plane, and it was just a good feeling of just running people over and just powering my way to get in the end zone for the score.
Cool. LJ, let's just take a second and step off the football field and just kind of tell everybody like who you are like off the field. So first of all, let's start. What have you been majoring in at University at Albany?
So my major the whole thing is emergency preparedness, homeland security, and cybersecurity. My focus in that it would be homeland security with a minor in communications as well. And I would like to get a federal job, FBI, CIA, anything really. And I want to focus on working in human trafficking departments or working with our country's critical infrastructure.
Great. Anything else there that maybe you'd like to share? I mean, some of your hobbies, personal interests, anything of that sort?
So as a typical guy, video games are one of the hobbies that I'm always playing, and cornhole as well. Cornhole is, my dad and I love playing it, so we're always playing cornhole, and whether I'm out with friends or whatever, cornhole is a big part of it.
Great. So in my notes, I have that at some point in high school you actually played some baseball as well as some hockey. Talk to me a little bit about those experiences and maybe how they have helped you on the football field.
So I think hockey 100% has definitely helped me in my football career. There's a lot that translates from the one sport to the other. The skating alone with hockey has helped with my balance and footwork just in general, from skating forward, backwards, constantly crossing over, a lot of that. And even though I don't have a ball in my hand, having the stick and the puck works a lot of hand-eye coordination, especially when the puck is flipped up in the air. That's where I bring football into it, by trying to go up and grab it and bring it back down. So I feel like definitely the hockey is a reason that I've gotten to the level that I'm at right now with football.
Cool. Have you ever had a chance to like slam somebody up against the board?
Always,
Hockey?
always play the body.
Awesome. I mean, that certainly translates to football, just hitting people. So,
Definitely.
um, as we begin to wrap up a little bit, it's always nice to give a shout out to a few guys that have really helped you along the way. Talk to me just for a little bit about some of your coaches, either from high school or college, that have really just been a huge role model for you, or maybe a lesson or so that you learned from somebody that you want to share.
I would definitely say that our tight end coach, Coach Byam, is definitely the reason for the player that I am today. He played in the NFL. He's a great coach. He has a lot of knowledge that has benefited, myself, whether it's straight up, techniques and forms, or just a little, tip or a trick that can help, win a like inside hand placement on a block, or get a little bit of more separation on a route. He's not only a great coach with knowing how to play football, knowing the fundamentals. He's also just has a great personality, that he's the type of coach that I feel I can go and tell him if I'm having an issue or a problem or something like that. He's just a great all-around guy, and definitely the reason for my success.
Great. And kind of along those same lines, Amanda, you have a lot of good talent there at Albany. Talk to me about some of your teammates. I don't know, anybody that you'd like to share that people really need to know?
So definitely our quarterback, Jeff Undercuffler, only being a redshirt freshman last year, he's had an outstanding year, and great success statistically, on the field, just being able to move the ball in any type of way he pleases, really was great for him and for all of us. And also, Carl, our running back, definitely is an absolute tank. He has some speed to him, but he's more of a hit you in the mouth type of guy, and he's awesome. He's great. He's very versatile as well, and definitely those two are reasons for our success on offense last year.
Great. And at the very least, I mean, Undercuffler is going to be there for a while, and I don't know, man. Sky's the limit for Albany. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? All right, man. I asked this one question to everybody. I know it's a little cheesy, but I always think it's worthwhile. Give me your why. Why do you play football? What's some of your motivation?
I play football not only for the fact that I just love the game. I play it for my family. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. Excuse me. It's just the fact that they've given up so much to drive me to camps, to tournaments, to games, that I wouldn't be able to have the success I have without them. So in a way that I like to feel that when I'm succeeding and doing well, whether it's football or academically, it's their success as well, because they are the reason for pushing me and motivating me to be the man I am today.
Great. And give me your final pitch to a professional team as to why they should draft you, sign you. What do you bring as a teammate?
My versatility, like I said before, I'm able to be put in a lot of different spots on the field and have success in a lot of those spots. I would also say my football IQ is pretty good. I'm able to kind of pick up little tidbits from defensive giveaways that I can help communicate a call to our offense. Maybe I would change a play, change a block to just ultimately set up more success for that play. And then being in college, I've learned that at the end of the day, it's not about myself, it's about the team. So I try to put my brothers to the left and right of me before myself, and do whatever it can to help the team.
Great. It's nice to hear. Thank you so much, LJ, for your time. I mean, I feel like you're just a player that a lot of guys really need to know. Whether it's tight end, fullback, H-back, I don't know. But, I mean, obviously you're a football player, and you go out there and you give it your all. And people really need to know that you are that kind of a player. So Again, this is LJ Wesneski. He's a tight end / whatever you want to call him at University of Albany. Thank you so much for your time, LJ.
Thanks for having me.